So as I record this, I'm a little bit behind on making videos, and by a little bit behind, I mean by about a month. But I have been able to successfully document about half of our trip thus far. So to mark the occasion, this video is going to be a little bit of a tour of our Airstream and a bit of a trip update as well. So let's begin with a tour of our home on wheels. As you come through the front door, you see this couch, which I'm going to talk through in a minute. And turning to one side, you have my parents' bedroom. A nice, spacious area with a large bed. There's a TV, which we often use to watch movies as a family on some nights, and a pretty decent amount of storage space as well. As we turn to head towards the other end of the Airstream, we can see this nice seating area where we like to have dinners, some shelves with artwork and books on, an air fryer in the kitchen, and then we get to my room. Now, the lighting here isn't that great, so I'll show a picture of it in a minute, but it's a nice little space. There's an extra bunk, which we usually just use to keep our own stuff, but sometimes we can use it for other things. And then there's the bathroom, which is small, but it does the job. Here's a bit of a better look at my room with some better lighting, and while it's not quite as spacious as my parents' room, I still think it does the job more than adequately. Now, when we first entered the Airstream, we passed by this couch, and you might be wondering what that's for. Well, it's dog bed. This is where we try to keep the dogs sleeping at night. I say try because they're kind of idiots and they like to sleep on the floor and get in people's way because that's just the thing they do, because they're like that. Also, we have quite a lot of footage of them that we've taken, and I did say that I'd be showing you a lot more of them over the next couple of months in the first video that I did on this channel. But you guys should let us know in the comments if you'd like to see more of these adorable little smooth-brained creatures. Overall, it's a pretty reliable place to live if you're going on a big road trip like this. The only problem is you do have to watch out when you're going on big long stretches of driving. You have to make sure that you secure everything down so that nothing falls off the shelves or gets broken. Now, we use a website called RV Life to map out our trip, and this is the route we chose. So really quickly, I want to take you on a tour of where we've been and where we're going. We also have a map hung up on the bathroom door, and we use pins to mark the locations where we've been. Starting from our home in Ontario, Canada, we went to Michigan, then through to Minnesota. Then began the bulk of our trip as we went to such states as South Dakota, Nebraska, Wyoming, Colorado, Utah, and Montana. Then, for the next part of our trip, we visited what I now believe just might be two of the most beautiful Canadian provinces, that being Alberta and British Columbia. We took the ferry to and from Vancouver Island, and then we went down to the US, arriving in Washington, then coming to Oregon, and as I record this right now, I'm in California. The next few videos on this channel will take place in Alberta, a Canadian province that I've always wanted to visit. We'll be visiting what is probably one of North America's most famous dinosaur museums, and we'll be doing a lot of rail fanning on the CPKC. There's a lot coming on this channel very soon, so be sure to stay tuned because it's going to be a lot of fun.